Yo, what is up with it, y'all? It is your boy Dreams to Action. How y'all doing? Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, y'all, I'm finna be talking about my fitness journey plus YouTube, and I'ma just kind of tell y'all how fitness kind of led me into doing YouTube. So, I started working out at the age of 18, slightly before I turned 19. So probably two about 2 years gone. Yeah, about 2 years by now, cause I'm 20. So about a full 2 years. I'll say a full 2 years by now. So at the beginning, I weighed probably about 360, and I don't have any pictures, so kind of makes it bad that I can't show y'all how I used to look, man. But I used to have a lot of body fat. I wasn't strong. I didn't have any muscle or anything. But I used to hate working out. Like, you couldn't pay me then to go and work out. So I literally used to just eat all the time. Like, eat one thing after another. I wake up 1 o'clock in the morning. If I feel like I wanted to eat, I go eat. I didn't get into working out until after my father passed away from cancer. And I looked at myself in the mirror one day and I just was like, I'm not satisfied with how I look. And I hated how my stomach was huge. I had a flabby chest. My shoulders was ugly, basically. Like, my whole body was ugly in my opinion. So I started working out and going into the summer after my junior year. I started senior year weighing no, not two something. I'm skipping too far ahead. I started my senior year weighing 325. I went from 360 to 325 during the summer. And by the first semester of my senior year, after that first semester, I went from 325 to like 270 ish, 265, 270 ish. I started back and I graduated high school weighing 249 pounds. So a good bit of weight loss, over 100 pounds gone, and I am truly proud to say that I did that during that time, man. And honestly, I wouldn't go back and do anything over again. Really, my dad instilled a hard working attitude in me that allows me to do what I have to do today. And when he was living, he would always tell me things that I would need to know as I grow into a man. And those are things that I use in my everyday life today. I am a person, I am full of positivity. I like to support and give positive vibes. It's who I am. I have such a big heart, and I really can't find it in my heart to hate somebody, you know. And really, I can't find it in my heart to dislike somebody, you know. Somebody may do something that'll make me like not want to be around you, but it won't make me think any different of you. It won't make me hate you. It won't make me dislike you. It'll just cause me to be distant. You know what I'm saying? But back to the whole fitness thing, man. So I graduated high school weighing 249 pounds. After I graduated, I was in the weight room every day at the school during the summer lifting. I would go to the weight room in the morning time, lift, and then I go to Planet Fitness or do some cardio at the late evening when the sun went down. So really, I was doing a lot of tour days at the time. I did a lot of fasting then too. That's really how I lost all my weight. I fasted. I would get up in the morning time. I wouldn't eat. Sometimes I'll eat lunch at the school, but really I would literally fast the whole day because when you at school, you up and you walking around. You get them chances where you might go into the gym on your free breaks and like your free periods and stuff, play a little basketball. That was me my senior year, and I did all that on an empty stomach. Like I did school on an empty stomach, and that's what really allowed me to lose a lot of weight. I would eat before I work out because, of course, you don't want to work out on an empty stomach. So I would go and get a little salad or a little sandwich or something small to put on my stomach, and I would eat and drink a lot of water before I work out, and then I'll go and I eat me a main meal of the day when I got home, and I did that my whole senior year, and I lost a lot of weight doing it. And now, like my diet now compared to then is a whole lot different. Like I eat a whole lot more now just because I'm trying to build muscle. I want to have a bigger frame and I want to maintain strength. If a lot of you watch my social media, I am constantly working on getting stronger. My max is now, I max 400 on bench press, I max 575 squat, and 635 on deadlift. And in total, let me do some addition real quick. So 400 plus 575 plus 635. So 1610, 1,610 pounds total. And I'm just gonna keep on keeping on and see how strong I could possibly get. If I can ever get to that point in time where I can bench over 800, by all means, I'm gonna do it. That's a lifelong dream, but that's a lot of work, man. But yeah, if you know me, you know now that I go to the gym and I do a lot of heavy lifting each and every day. I don't give my body a break, which I probably need to, but I really don't. It's do or die for me. So I go in there and I constantly put myself in those pressure like moments where I just have to do what I gotta do. And I constantly do what I gotta do all the time. And I'm the kind of person where I constantly have to put myself in those moments of pressure to get the best out of myself. Once I go in the gym and I throw my headphones on and I listen to my music, I get my music going, I get my thoughts flowing, I get my mojo going basically, man. And I feel like there's nothing that can stop me. Lately, I've been having a lot of slow days in the gym. So it be days where I go in there and really a lot of days been like this lately, but I've had these times before. And it's just something that you just have to keep pushing through. I might go in there and on certain days I can lift and certain days I feel weak. I've been having a lot of those days lately, but really I just try to work through it and try to push through it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get better if you don't fight through the hard times. And man, I really just enjoy fitness. I started out losing weight really at Planet Fitness, which is where I work at now. Planet Fitness is like a small beginner's gym for those who are trying to work their way into it. And that's why I started out at. I would go to Planet Fitness every day, every morning when I wasn't in school, every evening after school. Like I dedicated my time to Planet Fitness. Every day, I was lifting weights, doing cardio, focusing on diet. That was my biggest goal at the time, to lose weight. I wanted to be smaller, in shape, fit, toned. And it got to this point where I felt like I grew Planet Fitness. And I started going to this other gym. And they had tons of more machines. They had a lot of cardio, a whole lot more cardio. They had like tires you can flip. the ropes, they had the dumbbells that would go all the way up to like 135, 140. They had free weight, they had powerlifting areas, pull-up bars. Like the gym just had everything. They had a sauna and everything. And I think that was probably where I started to really make a change, because I had a lot more equipment that I could work with. So that's really where I started to make a change in myself. That's why I started to build a lot more muscle. I started to kind of fill in a little bit more the way I needed to get that physique I needed at the time. And so during this time, I was a senior in high school when I was working out at this gym. So I was still in school, and I would go in the morning before school and go when I get out of school. So I was doing 2 times a day. I'd go in the morning time, do my cardio, come back in the evening time, do my weights. And it'd be times where I go in the morning and do my weights, and then I go in the evening and do my cardio. And I would sit in the sauna, turn it up to the highest heat, and sit in there for like 50 minutes to an hour, which is probably one of the most horrible things you can ever do at the highest heat, but it helps. And I feel like that's something that kind of helped me become mentally tough. It kind of helped me learn how to apply myself the way I need to. And really, to be honest, you guys, when it come down to fitness, I didn't think that I would ever be a guy that can lift a lot of weight. I didn't ever think I could be a guy that can go from big to small. You know, I always thought that I was just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but it was all a mind thing. And that mindset that I had, it kept me from starting a long time ago. You know, it just took me to have to look. It took me looking at myself in the mirror and just realizing that I was not satisfied with my health and my appearance. So once I lost all that weight, I felt accomplished. I just felt like there was nothing that could stop me, and I was truly proud of myself. I'm still am proud of myself. Now, I weigh 320 now. So going from small back to big was just as hard as going from big to small, because once I got to that point where I was dieting really hard, I was eating clean, and I still eat clean now. It's just I eat a whole lot more of the clean food than I did then. My metabolism was sky high, so every time I eat, I was burning it right back off, losing crazy amounts of weight in my sleep, like just couldn't gain no weight. So got to a point where I had to kind of eat a little bit sloppy just to put the weight on. So once I started gaining that weight, I started eating a whole lot more protein, kind of upped my carbs a little bit, ate a lot of fruit, drank a lot of water, and I started putting on weight. And this is the time where I'm starting to take heavy lifting serious, strength training. So once I got back into that zone where I was doing the heavyweight lift and I was eating, I was gaining weight, and it was good weight, it wasn't bad weight. And I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining until I got to where I wanted to be. I told myself once I lost the weight, I would never get back up in the 300s. But let me tell y'all something. Being in the 300s has helped me achieve my strength goals. And I eventually plan to get back down to about 280 and build strength. So I don't plan on being 320 for the rest of the time. It's just something that I chose to do temporarily. And mainly why I chose to do this, I like to do fitness training here and there. So for me to have to put myself through that, it allows me to understand that if I have somebody that's bigger, I have to know how to work with them so they can go from a higher weight to a lower weight. If I got this person that's at a lower weight and they want to gain weight, I have to know how to take them from a lower weight to a higher weight. So putting myself in the position I'm in now, gaining weight back, allowed me to really expand my perspective on what I would need to tell a future client if they wanted to gain weight, or a future client that wanted to lose weight. It allowed me to put myself in a client's shoes, losing weight and gaining weight. So I feel like I'm pretty familiar when it comes to that, and it led me to doing YouTube. A lot of people for the longest was telling me, man, you should vlog YouTube, you should do this, do that, you should vlog your workouts, you should make challenge videos, you should do this and do that. And I was like, that don't sound like a bad idea. And so people kept constantly telling me, and it got to the point I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a try. But the thing about me, I could have been started YouTube like back in my junior year, senior year of high school, but I procrastinated. I sit up there and I said every day I was gonna start. I'ma start. I'ma start. I'ma start. I said that every day for the longest. Never started. I started doing YouTube 5 months ago. I was at work and I was just thinking, and I was like, wonder how much success I could possibly make for myself if I start this YouTube channel. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers and they was spitting some real game. So I was feeling real motivated. I was feeling inspiration. Not look, I'll get my words mixed up, y'all. I'm sorry. I was feeling inspired to do what I had to do. So I'm at work. I made my YouTube channel. I immediately went out to my car, made my first video. After making that first video, I uploaded it. And I immediately started sending my YouTube channel to people. I was like, can y'all go subscribe, go watch my video. Please go watch my video. Go subscribe to my channel. I don't have the video up on my channel now because I deleted it. But that was probably one of the most horrible videos that you can ever watch. Like, there was absolutely no editing done. And then I recorded it on my phone, so I had the phone turned up like this the whole time instead of turning it like this. And so somebody told me, they was like, man, don't record with the phone straight up. They said turn it sideways, because I can tell by how the video showing that you wasn't recording right, in which I didn't know that. And so I'm like, all right, cool, I appreciate that. And then somebody was like, oh, you should add this in your video, add that in your video. So I just started practicing those things. And I'm not the best when it comes to editing, but I'm a whole lot better than what I used to be. And these 5 months has probably been the most challenging of all, man. But I'm blessed to be in the position that I am now, because I look at myself now and I say I done came a long way from where I used to be. I don't have the fan base that I want. I don't get the amount of views I want on my video. I don't get the amount of likes I want. I don't get the amount of comments I want. But to have some people that genuinely support means everything. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for fame. I do this to make a change in people, in the world. Because the world, in my opinion, is such a negative place. And it's like everybody buys into the negativity. Everybody is a trend follower instead of a trend setter. Everybody wants to be follower instead of a leader, you know. And in this case, I would prefer myself a leader over a follower. Because if I'm following somebody, I'm setting myself up for failure because they may be leading me to the wrong place. But if I'm a leader, I know I'm finna take myself in the right direction. So if they want to follow me to something good, I appreciate that, and that'll make me happy. If they don't want to follow me to something good, that's fine as well. I'm still going to execute my purpose at the end of the day. And I'm going to do what I got to do for me. And really, to sit in front of this camera and do YouTube, whether I'm doing a workout video, motivational speaking, I'm at the gun range, whether I'm doing a fun challenge or something like that, just goofing off, whatever it may be, I feel happy to be on the camera because I just feel like this is where I should have been. Even though it took me a while to actually take that step in the direction to do YouTube, it just feels like this is for me. And I feel like I can make a lot of success doing this. I feel like I can make a change in people's lives doing this as well. So when I tell y'all in my videos, I'll be like, man, I appreciate the support. I appreciate y'all watching my video. Like, I really appreciate all of that because I want a fan base that I can push to be something great. I'm not one of those people that's selfish and self-centered and negative and hateful and all that. I'm not that type of person. I support anything anybody does, whether you rap, whether you a boxer, whether you a singer, whether you want to be an actress. I support it because it's not easy trying to make it in the world. I support anything anybody is trying to do with themselves. It's not easy, you guys. Anyway, for me to get on this camera and spit some inspirational stuff to push you to do what you got to do, I'm going to do it. As long as I can help you achieve greatness, I'm happy because I achieve greatness by helping others achieve greatness. I'm not a self-centered person, you know. Like I said, I have a big heart, and you know, I like to help people achieve their goals. We all deserve success, in my opinion. So if I can help in any way possible, I'm going to help. I'm in a position now with doing YouTube where I don't receive a lot of support from anybody, for real, for real. Like, I do have people that show support, but you know, so-called friends don't show support. People laugh, tell me I'm crazy, tell me I'm stupid, try to tell me I need to be more like this person, I need to be more like that person. They don't want to watch my video, telling me my video trash, don't want to subscribe to my channel, this and that, that and this, all this craziness. But I don't worry about that. Negativity such as that is probably one of my most inspirational forms of motivation. It's the most inspirational form of motivation for me. Because if you telling me I can't do something, you telling me I'm trash, you telling me I'll never be this, I'll never make it, I'll never be none, that's the most inspirational thing you can ever tell me, man. Because ooh, I get on a whole other level when somebody tell me I can't do something. I posted a video not too long ago, and you know, people slide up on it, laughing, hating, doing whatever haters do. I send my stuff to people. People ignore it. People overlook it. All that stuff there. It's all motivation. All forms of motivation. I can't be mad about it because at the end of the day, no matter how great you get, people are still gonna find a way to make you seem like you worthless. They're gonna try to make you feel like you don't belong. They're gonna try to make you seem like a fake, a phony, mediocre, whatever you want to refer to it as. They're gonna try to make you seem like you everything bad in the book. But it's up to you to take their negativity and to turn it to positivity. I'm gonna repeat that again. Take their negativity and turn it to positivity. Because 95% of the time, the people who talk trash to you are bums. They don't got nothing going for themselves. They don't want to get up and do what they got to do for themselves. They lazy. So they try to knock you off your grind so you won't be better than them. But in reality, you already better than them because you pushing yourself to be great while they sitting back watching you be great, hating on you for being great. Which is crazy because why would anybody want to knock a person off their grind? Why would you not want somebody to achieve their dreams? Why would you not want to see somebody be something? It's crazy. Like, a lot of people in this world would rather see you struggle than to see you happy. It's like it kills people to see somebody doing something more than them. It kills people to see success in others. And it's crazy. And that's why I do what I do now. I want to push people to feel motivated. I don't care what this person say about you. Don't listen to what they say because what they say don't matter. They don't determine where you end up at. The work you put in determines where you end up. If you sitting up there listening to what somebody have to say, and if you believe it, you're not going to make it anywhere. I promise you. It's just you have to block it out and ignore it and keep doing what you do. And in life, you have to learn how to deal with criticism. Because if you don't, you're going to live a miserable life, man. Especially if some of y'all thinking about doing YouTube. YouTube is probably the top 5 when it comes to people hating on you. Folks get in your comments, say all types of stupid crap about you, use foul language, hit the dislike button. They will keep up with you just to hate on you. But you can't buy into what people say. Because like I say, a big percentage of the people that hate, they bums. A big percentage of the people that overlook you, they bums. A big percentage of the people who laugh at you, who put you down, they don't got nothing going for themselves. They bums. They not doing nothing for themselves. So they try to knock you off your grind. And from all honesty, if we being honest, them the kind of people you need to avoid. If you around your closest friend and you on a road to being successful and he or she not, you need to let them go. Because your success is everything. You don't need to be around somebody who is not focused. You need to be around people who are just as focused as you are. Surround yourself with people who are on the same level as you or higher, who got the same mindset as you and better, who are just as wise as you. Surround yourself with people that benefit you, that support you, that show you love. Don't surround yourself with those people who don't care, who don't support, who don't love. Don't surround yourself with hateful people because it's hurtful. It's not beneficial. Work hard. Stay grounded. Stay humble. And do what you got to do at all times. You want to make sure that you are always at your best. And that's with me and working out. I want to always make sure that I'm at my best. Each and every day I get up and go in there. When I'm dieting, I want to make sure I'm doing my dieting to the best of my ability. I want to make sure I'm lifting to the best of my ability. I'm recovering to the best of my ability. Working out has really changed my mindset. It has made me mentally tougher. And that's why I feel like a lot of the criticism I receive now is really nothing, because it taught me to look at the bigger things. You know, you have to learn how to believe in yourself. You got to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. You have to learn how to apply yourself to be great at all times. God is going to bless you with the blessing, but it's not easy. He don't make it easy for you to go out there and get, but he don't make it hard either as you trying to achieve it. But you have to work. You have to put in the work. Nothing comes easy. If it's worth having, if it's something that you want, it's not easy. You look at a lot of the celebrities now, a lot of the big YouTubers, sports players, whatever, and you just see that they living such a great life. But you gotta think, how was life for this person before they became a celebrity? Life wasn't easy at all. You have to work your way to the top. You can't just say, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I wish I was this, I wish I was that, without actually working to achieve those dreams. Dreams are going to remain dreams if you don't work for them. You can't say, oh, I want to own a Lamborghini, and then don't work to try to get the money to own a Lamborghini. A Lamborghini is an expensive car. And you got to be working a heck of a job to get a car like that, man. You have to apply yourself. You have to stay focused. It's the small things that you have to make sure that you do right in order to achieve the big things. Everything else is going to take care of itself. But you have to apply yourself to be the absolute best version of you. You want to get better each and every day that you wake up. You want to attack your everyday task the way you need to. And notice how I'm telling y'all my fitness journey and throwing some motivational speaking in here at the same time, because I just want y'all to absolutely feel where I'm coming from. Fitness for me, my fitness journey was not easy. This YouTube journey is not easy. It's probably one of the most hardest things I have ever put myself into. And I'm talking about YouTube when I say this. YouTube is not simple. I thought it was simple, getting in front of a camera, doing a video. I didn't think editing was that hard at first. I was like, man, them effects in that video look easy. And this is me before I started doing YouTube. I look at a video, man, that video look cool. That don't seem like it's hard to do. Man, it take a little while to get a perfect video. And if you out there and you do YouTube or you an editor, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is time consuming. Very time consuming. And it's something that you have to apply yourself to learn. Something you have to apply yourself to master. Because if you don't master it, you're gonna have a rough time trying to make it. I promise you. You have to be patient and you have to work your hardest and you have to allow the success to come as you achieve it. The work that you put in determines the results that you get out of it. It's not gonna come at the snap of the finger. It may take years. It may take months. However long it takes, you keep yourself grounded. Stay humble. Do not let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because the minute you believe that you can't do something, it makes it harder to do what you're trying to do when you allow your confidence level to drop. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. It be times now where my confidence level drop once I post a video and it don't go as I thought it was gonna go. You know, in my head, I'm like, man, this video finna get a lot of views. Video end up maybe getting by 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 views, which is not a lot at all. And it break my confidence. But I can't allow it to break my confidence because I have to focus on the next video. How can I make this video better than this video? So I can have my audience come and sit down and watch what I do. How can I make this video better? You can't allow your confidence level to drop because you constantly have to be thinking on ways on how to get better. You have to push yourself to the limit. You have to do stuff that you never thought you could do. You have to wake up early and go to sleep late each and every day. The early bird get the worm. Be the first one in and the last one out. That's how you achieve greatness. That's how you make it. You have to do things that the average person don't do. If the average person wake up at 8 o'clock, you need to be waking up at 6. If the average person go to sleep at 9 o'clock, you need to be going to sleep at 11. You want to try to get as much done as you possibly can. And I'm just telling y'all this from experience, man. Like, for real, you have to apply yourself. You got to do what you got to do at all times at the highest level.
So going back to the workout side of things, you guys, like I said, Planet Fitness is why I started. And I work here as well. Coming here, working out every day gave me the urge to want to come here and work as a job. So it's a pretty decent job, man. But I really don't have a problem with it because, you know, being in a gym environment is soothing to me. Like, I don't feel like I can work any other job besides a gym job. Like, that's just me. And just, this is the equipment that helped me change my body a long time ago. So, you know, I really pay a lot of respect to this gym for changing me and who I am, because this is where I started at. Like I said, I started at 360 pounds, which is a lot of weight, you guys. Especially when you unhealthy too. I can see if I was like 360 solid with a low body fat percentage, I was healthy, but I wasn't healthy with mine. So that's a change that I had to make for myself. And still to this day, I keep myself humble by going back and thinking to the times where, you know, I was bigger, my health was bad, and all that stuff there to keep me motivated to move forward. And really, you guys, when it comes to the gym, all it takes is for you to get up and actually do it. A lot of people like to make excuses about losing weight, or they continuously talk about what they want to do as far as like fitness goals, body goals. A lot of people be like, they want to start dieting, but they don't start dieting right then and there. And really, you guys, I was that same way. And all you gotta do, mainly, is get up and do it. The more you talk about it, it's like the more you sit around, the more you say the things you would do. Just actually get up and do it. Get up and give it a try. Once you start to notice the results that come from it, then you really gonna fall in love with it. Because when you in the gym and you working out and you think down the road, like you think of what you would look like or what you'll feel like down the road, it keeps you motivated. So really, the more you talk about getting into fitness, the further you get away from it. You really just have to get up and get into it. It's never too late to get yourself into shape. It's never too late to work on your body. You have your whole life from the time you're young up until the time you are old to work on your body. If you live to be 105, that's 105 years you get to work on your body. You know, I feel like a lot of people think that when they get up in age, that they don't have to work out. You know, a lot of older people be like, oh, I did all that back in my young days. It's more important that you add fitness when you're older than it is when you're younger. Because when you're older, you're prone to all types of like sickness, disease, infections, all that type of stuff. And working out helps all of that. So my message to older people, like if you guys are out there, I advise you to add physical activity to your everyday routine, at least an hour at the minimum, an hour to your regular routine. And this is just to keep yourself in shape, because you always want to feel your best and you always want to keep your body at its full potential. Dieting too, it's a lot of things about dieting that I did not know until I started to actually work out. Like if you eat right, you gonna feel that you eat right because your energy level gonna always stay at a certain height. And really, man, once I started eating right, I really started to like feel a difference in myself. You know, I would wake up every day and have all the energy in the world because, you know, I'm dieting, I'm eating what I'm supposed to eat, the stuff that's supposed to go in my body. It's a lot of foods out there that got vitamins and minerals that we need on a day-to-day basis. And my opinion with that is people choose to eat what they think tastes good. You know what I'm saying? Like if you eat for taste, you will never, ever, ever make a change. You have to eat for the benefit. You have to eat to live. You can't live to eat. If you live to eat, that means you finna go and eat everything that ain't supposed to go in your body. From hamburgers to cookies to chips. And don't get me wrong, it's not bad to eat hamburgers at all, actually, because they hold a lot of protein. Beef is protein, so it's not bad to eat hamburgers. You don't eat them all the time, but it's not bad. But like a lot of candy, cookies, ice cream, sugarish drinks, all that stuff is what you want to stay away from the most, because the more you put it in your body, what that does is once you put so much of it in your body at one time, your body don't burn off all of that. Like it takes it and it stores it as fat in parts of your body. And once you accumulate fat cells, they never go away. They shrink. So remember that, guys. When you accumulate fat cells, they never go away. They shrink. So be careful of what you're putting in your body. Be careful of what you put in your body. I'm trying to tell you guys. And watch how much you eat as well, man, because that's how fat cells accumulate. If you are putting a bunch of unhealthy food in your body, what that does is, for one, it slows up your metabolism because you're really not putting the food in your body that's meant to benefit your metabolism. And like sugars and like processed foods, all that stuff like that, stuff that doesn't have like added chemicals and stuff to it, it's really not good for you. And if you eating so much of that unhealthy food at once, your body don't burn all that off, because for one, you putting a whole lot more in your body than what it's burning. So if your metabolism don't work efficiently, what your body is gonna do, it's gonna take everything that it don't digest and it's gonna store it. They might store it on your stomach, might get stored in your back, they might store it in your chest, your face, your legs, your ankles. It stores it. We don't know where the body stores it, but it stores it, and it turns into body fat. So for all the people that didn't know that, there you go. That is why you eat healthy. That's why you eat foods that are healthy. And depending upon what your goal is, what your ultimate goal is, if you are trying to slim down and like stay a certain weight, then you want to watch your calorie intake. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't eat a lot of calories and then think you finna maintain a lower weight. Now, in a bodybuilder's case, or my case where I'm trying to build strength, strong man, we eat a lot more, because like bodybuilding, that takes a lot out of you. Bodybuilders lift tremendously heavy in their workouts, on every single lift. Whether we doing some type of auxiliary exercise or a main lift, a bodybuilder always lift heavy. I thought they just go in there and like focus on certain muscles. These are some strong guys, man. But yeah, like depending on what you do, it asks a lot more of your body. So if you are that person, you want to lose weight, typically your workouts are gonna consist of losing body fat and toning the body. So you want to try to watch your calorie intake. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I lost weight. I had to eat less than what my body burned. It's really common sense when you think about it. Because if you want to gain weight, you have to put yourself in a calorie surplus. If you want to lose weight, you have to put yourself in a calorie deficit. And really, just to put that in more simple terms, it's common sense, to be honest. If you want to lose weight, eat less than what your body burns. If you want to gain weight, eat more than what your body burns. I hear a lot of people now want to gain weight, and they claim that they eat a lot, but you can't be eating enough. If your body not putting on no weight, it's self-explanatory. You're not eating enough. You have to eat a lot. Like when I was putting on weight, you guys, my metabolism at the time was working so quick, and even now my metabolism still works just like that. I was eating maybe 6,000 plus calories a day. And that's a lot of food to try to take in. And in a day, that was like 8 to 9 meals a day, which was probably one of the most horrible things because I don't eat that much. So I had to force feed myself. In order for me to gain that weight, I had to force feed myself to get back big. But my diet consisted of like a lot of protein. I did high protein and low carb. I did a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit, a lot of water. What else I did? That's pretty much it, man. Like, I just really kind of centered my diet around what my end goal was. And my end goal was to get back up in the 300s and build strength and have a bigger frame. And at the end, it kind of worked out a little bit better than what I thought it was, just because like you can eat dirty and get big, or you can eat clean and get big. I took the clean route because if you take the dirty route of getting big, then you gotta worry about like accumulating more body fat. You know, if you want to stay at a certain body fat percentage, you gotta think, if I'm eating dirty, I'm really not helping myself. If I'm eating foods high in sodium, I'm really not helping myself. If I'm eating just anything and I'm not looking at what I'm putting in my body, I'm not helping myself. At the end of the day, you have to think on terms of where you want to be. If you weigh 360 like I did and you want to lose over 100 pounds, I got to think on terms of losing weight. So whatever I put in my body has to be for my end result. I have to focus on what I want to look like further down the line. If I'm smaller and I'm trying to get bigger, I have to think on terms of adding muscle. So that might go to protein, carbs, BCAA, which you get BCAA through food, or you can take supplement. I really don't take the supplements. I don't go the supplement route at all, you guys, because if you really sit down and you research different foods, every supplement that we take, you get it through food. Like, you get branched chain aminos through food. You don't necessarily have to go out there and buy BCAA amino powder. Energy, you get that through food. Carbs is a source of energy for the body. So if you eating a decent amount of carbs, that's energy. I ain't never took pre-workout ever before. And I'm not trying to. You know, if you diet right, if you do everything naturally, in my opinion, it's better. Now, I'm not saying that it's nothing wrong with taking pre-workout, like, at all. There's nothing wrong with taking pre-workout. But it's just me. I prefer to go the natural route. If I want to bench 500, I'm gonna go through the struggle of doing what I gotta do to get there and bench press 500. If I want to squat 800, I'm finna go through the struggle. So which means if I have to do this and do that, if I gotta do 3 a day leg workouts, that's what I'm gonna do. I like to consider working harder more than taking an easy route. You know what I'm saying? And really, like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with supplements. But at the same time, it makes you feel better. When you push yourself and you work hard for it, it makes you feel really good, you guys. And so, as far as the workout portion is the icing on the cake. You come in here and you push your body to the absolute limit. whether you're doing cardio, weights, core, it don't matter what you do. Push your body to the absolute limit. Really, what allows you to achieve your fitness goal is in the kitchen. You want to build abs in the kitchen. Come in here, work on your core. Do ab exercises, core exercises. Do things that are gonna build these, but you also have to put food in your body that's gonna allow your abs to show. You can't come in here and do abs every day and then go to Foosackler's or McDonald's or Burger King and order a bunch of food and eat it. You're not gonna reveal your abs that way. You just eating food that's gonna cause your body to jump further away from the fitness goal. It's 50-50. 50% of it is done in the gym and 50% of it is done in dieting. When you think about working out, put diet in this category and gym in this category. When you in the gym, focus on everything that you gotta do on this portion. When you dieting, think of everything that you have to eat on this portion. And it's really beneficial if you do research on working out. Because when I started working out, I didn't know a thing about dieting. Everything that I know now, it came from research. Research and watch YouTube videos about it. Talk to people that know a lot about fitness. All of these things help to educate yourself on something like this. It's really not that hard. Like, I thought you had to go to college and all that stuff to learn about like health and stuff, but you can really do a lot of research and teach yourself about health. You're not gonna learn everything right then and there, but it's a lot of stuff that Google can teach you that you would never know. Like, research food, follow the like on social media. If you know some people that do fitness on social media, follow those people. They continuously post workout videos, different types of diets, different types of high intensity workouts, all that stuff. If you follow anybody on social media, you guys, it's beneficial to take after those people because the content that they put out is really some beneficial content. And it's how they keep their bodies in shape. It's how they change their bodies. And really, in reality, I feel like fitness in general is a big part of the world. And it will always be a big part of the world because we need to personally keep ourselves in shape. I know everybody choose not to work out. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people choose not to work out because they think it's hard. But in reality, the more you push it off, the worse it gets because you don't pay attention to what you put in your body and you don't pay attention to the weight that you put on. You don't pay attention to your health. Like, you have to think on health terms. You gotta think on long terms. Like, when you get older, you don't want to have bad health. You really gotta focus on what you put in your body throughout your whole entire life. You gotta take care of your body your whole entire life because your body is what keeps you alive. You want a healthy heart, you want healthy kidneys, you want healthy organs in general. That is what keeps you alive, you guys. And it's very, very crucial and important that you pay attention to your health, going to the doctor, getting regular checkups to make sure your body is operating at its full potential. Make sure that you don't have any types of diseases, or make sure you're not prone to any disease. Like keeping yourself in check is regular. It's all about keeping yourself alive at this point. You want to live a healthy lifestyle. But this is the end of the video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope I was able to touch some of you guys through this. I appreciate the support that you guys show. It really means a lot. But y'all have a good one.